Hi, welcome everyone and welcome Sarah. We have a super special guest today at the Dyosa Channel on YouTube. She is my Reiki level 1 teacher, I think way back in 2015 or 2016. And she's been, I'm a fan of your work, Sarah, ever since lalo na nung pandemic and it's so inspiring to see you consistently post, tarot, oracle readings, um, angel healing, seraphim blueprint, all of these stuff. And I believe that one of the benefits of the pandemic is a lot more people are becoming open to these things that we do, and not just, thinking that they're just woo-woo, but rather, these alternative and complementary to Western medicine. I'm also so interested to know more about how you transitioned and also added to your many services, life coaching and how you've been doing that. So, how are you? How are you today? And welcome.
Thank you, Ea. Thank you for having me here. And I'm super, super inspired by you to your classes, the way you dance, the way you help and heal others. And I'm good. Thank you for asking.
Salamat. So, can you tell us just a little bit of a background, like how you got into all of these healing work, energy work?
2008, when I was still in my 20s, I was working in the corporate world and I was getting very stressed and very sick, and medicines were not enough to help me. And I Googled emotional healing. I combined medicine, exercise, sugar control because I was getting boils and it was unmanaged. Even if I was handling my sugar already, I combined physical intervention, which is food, exercise, and um, and relaxation, plus Reiki. That's emotional healing, forgiveness work, and then I got better. So from there, I took the first class with a teacher here in Manila, and then I took the next classes until I discovered or I realized that that was my life purpose. So I took the leap into creating my own business. 2010, I joined Mysterium also, and that started the ball rolling with teaching classes, teaching Reiki.
You know, I think I've been messaging you, hindi lang natutuloy, but I've been so interested at Seraphim Blueprint. Can you talk a little bit more about that? And I think also marami with the online community that we have that are kind of, I mean, hearing it, seeing it, curious about it, but just want more information about that also.
A lot of people know about energy healing with the idea that we are energy, we are life force, we are spirit. And when we think about energy, it's influenced by our belief systems, our connection to meaning in life, and our connection to spirituality. And when we think about spirituality, meaning in life, the divine connection, we think about God, the angels, spirit guides, this presence of love that flows through us. The Chinese call it chi, the Japanese call it ki. In yoga teachings, it's called prana. In Christian teachings, it's called light or spirit. So there is this presence that flows through us and is guided by God and is also helped along by many angels, archangels, spiritual guides, and so on and so forth. Reiki is one form of energy healing. Seraphim Blueprint is another form specifically connected with the highest order of the angels, which is the Seraphim. The lowest order of the angels are the guardian angels, and then the archangels, and so on and so on and so forth. The second to the highest is cherubim, the highest level that surrounds God or the divine creator is the seraphim. So, Seraphim Blueprint is a series of energetic downloads that when you receive it, your energy is refined, your intuition is refined, and you are able also to do healing with the angels for yourself and for others. That's what Seraphim Blueprint is.
Wow. And also, is this like Reiki also that there's different levels when you learn it?
Yes. Seraphim Blueprint has at least 6 levels for you to become to complete the main level, but there are advanced levels.
Mm-mm.
And each level talks about different parts. Like there's seraphim healing, that's level 1. There's sacred geometry, undoing habits, healing specific parts of your body, that's level 2. Level 3 is manifestation, and so on and so forth.
Mm-mm. Wow. I still dream of someday being able to do it. But ano, tawag din, I'm trusting divine timing. Yan. Ano, tawag din. And it's good to know that I know that you do it, ganyan, that you offer it. Um, I observe that you offer, many healing modalities and that you study different things and offer them. This is just a curious question. Is there a favorite among the healing modalities that you share, the sessions that you share? What's your favorite?
Just like you, I'm a lifelong learner. I love taking classes. I love continuing to learn, specifically for the purpose of taking care of ourselves
Mm.
and also learning how to take care of others. Um, the my one go-to is mindful breathing. Mindful breathing. Because when we get in touch with the breath, it's
Mm.
simple, powerful. It directly
Mm.
connects vision and energy healing.
Mm.
But right now, my favorite is astrology.
Wow. How long have you
Yes,
been studying astrology?
I started in 2017, but I took the formal classes last year, 2022 or
Wow.
20.
Wow. So are you now like an astrologer? Like you would say you're an astrologer and you offer also astrology readings?
Yeah,
Wow. I didn't know this.
yeah,
Wow.
so much already, but it's fun kasi it's fun to keep learning. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've had I'm interested in it, ganyan. I know some people who do it. Pero when I see the numbers and the symbols, it's like, it feels like math. And memorization.
yeah,
Yeah.
memorization.
Wow.
But
So
what
you offer
memorization?
one-on-one astrology readings now. Ang galing. Wow. Okay. And I want to ask, I'm curious, because you've been offering these sessions, for a very, very long time. Have you ever had a struggle with, okay, you know these things, you love to share them, you have a very personal relationship with these things that you share and you believe in and you experience, and then offering them to others like at a price, or even thinking of premium price or like long-term engagement with clients? Was there ever any issue around charging? Was there, and I'm asking because there are some people that, or I think in spirituality or healing circles wherein they have issues around, oh, when you're offering something that's of spiritual nature, that it has to be pure and that the purity manifests as it should be free. And honestly, my take on that is, I so yeah. So, what was your experience managing all of these energy offerings and knowing running it as a business, to keep it sustainable?
Um, there, okay. So
Wow, naghang ng konti. Ayan, but it's back na. Yeah, now it's back.
I think that's a sign.
Yeah, I
Because that's
know.
messy.
Wow, bigla naghang after that question.
Who are watching this and are concerned about energy exchange, the key is to slow down and pause first. Because
Mm,
when we think about, there's so much attachment connected to cash and payment, right? But when we slow down and we pause and connect to our spirit, um, love is just as abundant as money. And
mm,
there's this deservingness that needs to happen with money. It wasn't
mm,
really an issue for me simply because when I started as a Reiki practitioner, and in the Reiki apprenticeship, there's this system that helps the person, the student, become better. And so what I did was to continue offering free sessions first for
mm,
the benefit, collecting experience,
mm,
collecting
mm.
collecting because as a Reiki teacher, I needed to come up with a specific number of cases. So to answer your question, at the start, it was not a problem. And it was parang I oriented my thoughts around the idea na, of course, I'm paying for the venue, ganyan, for my time. And I am offering a lot of free things like the practice. Nowadays, I give a lot of freebies, and that's my service. So that's my service. That's the free side. A lot of people can already get the gist of my teachings through the meditations, through the daily oracle card pulls, ganon. And if they need more specific guidance, then that's when they can come to me. I also strongly believe in the idea that money equals deservingness. Meaning, sa totoo lang maraming tao na charging a lot of money.
Mm, mm,
They don't have that much experience, but they have a lot
mm,
of it
mm.
deserve. And so
Yeah,
it's a matter of how much you're charging or if you're charging at all. What matters is what you decide, or for me, what I decide should happen. So
yeah.
to me, my free, it's clear then what is not free. It's clear also when I give
Mm,
um, options, discounts, ganyan.
yeah.
I hope that awesome.
Yeah, I mean, yes, and also inspiring, and I can really feel your energy of parang grounded love. I really like that. Yun, yun. Um, and also like another thing, like I like that perspective of actually kahit nga even with content creation, like we do give a lot of freebies. Yung parang ganyan. Parang um kaya, yes, there is the free content, and then of course there's the more gated one, and that it is a manifestation of I guess, I mean, for me, like a healed trauma around money, or trauma around receiving that sense of financial security, and thinking in terms of financial health. Like you can't really sustain anything if you're not financially healthy. So yeah, thank you for that. Um, when the pandemic hit and we're in lockdown, I was already here in La Union, and all of us were, okay, let's just, try to cope by being online. But I would say that I've seen you from 2020, 21 until now be consistent in your content creation online. Was there ever a time that you were feeling burnt out around content creation, or showing up, or like just lalo nung nag-post-pandemic world na you can give na in person, but then there's still the online component. Yeah, any tips or advice for those who are showing up online, with these kind of work?
To me, the Oracle card pulls, that's Monday to Friday, those were also my prayer time. The interesting thing was, I started it not from a business initiative, but just for myself. I would pull for myself. I would get inspired by the message. And I was thinking, maybe there could be people who need, some sort of inspiration too. So I began just posting for the sake of inspiring. So it was not a to-do list for me.
Mm,
In my videos, I initiated that during the pandemic. ECQ, GCQ, the really strict protocols we had here in the Philippines, and so many people were really suffering then.
mm,
So was to start the meditations, which I tapered off kasi
mm,
I felt hindi siya masyadong kailangan.
mm.
So in
Yeah.
terms of not really a problem. But when I am tired, what I do is I reduce my classes.
Mm,
But the free content, that just it's kind of a part of my ritual.
yeah.
So for the could feel burned out, um, the invitation for those who do feel burned out with content is it coming from a place of joy?
Mm,
And when it comes to content, is it a lot of words? Pwede naman one paragraph lang siguro. Diba? It doesn't have to be so complicated.
yeah.
So, yun.
Yeah.
With my content, there's a template. There's a
Yeah.
template that
Yeah. Yeah. Para tawag din, mas efficient din. Ganyan. Yeah.
the system is
Yeah.
important.
You know, Another thing that I was thinking, parang grabe, you have kids, like three? Do you have three or four? Yeah, two. Okay, are they like in high school or in college now?
One is 12 and one is 18.
Wow. How is that experience? And also knowing that, yun nga, from lockdown until now, would you say that a lot of the work that you do it at home? And how do you manage, both your time and energy, let's say your personal life and then the professional life?
The wonderful thing is my kids are homeschooled. They're enrolled in a school called Homeschool Global. And so we have a very flexible schedule.
Mm,
Um, Same time, a lot of my work is still online. There are in-person classes in Katipunan, in-person sessions also here in Katipunan. Um, but because I live near,
yeah. Yeah.
it and so there's that element of intention. I set the intention to have an easy and
Mm,
stress a mommy and as a business person, as a
mm,
teacher, as just Sarah. There.
yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I
Now
love
I also do volunteer things, ganun.
it. I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah, parang it sounds so simple and easy. Well, yeah, you could say that it is simple and easy, but it's so powerful, no? Having that intention and living aligned. Um, would you say you do a regular personal practice of the energy healing or energy work, ganyan, apart from showing up for others?
And just to add to the previous question of parang balancing life, it has a lot to do with systems again.
Yeah,
Like we offload our laundry to a laundry delivery service. There's a
yeah,
cleaning lady. My
yeah,
kids are very comfortable with chores, so I'm
yeah.
acknowledging my children.
Do you
Ganun.
have,
So, mas
yeah, do you
buhay na.
have strong Earth Capricorn placements?
I have, I have Venus in Virgo. So, Virgo is
Ah,
the
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Kaya systems, structure, ganyan. Galing.
buhay is Venus is what I yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. Also, so I've observed that, yeah, during the pandemic, is that you studied life coaching and that you also offer life coaching, I think, to, yeah, and ano, tawag dun, what was that process like? And parang, how does that weave into the other things that you're already offering?
In 2018, I took this trilogy called LEAP, Leadership Excellence Achievement Program. It's a three-part program that involves life coaching and taking classes based on self-mastery, your
Mm,
belief systems, shadow work, and then working on goals, working with a life coach.
mm,
And that was very good for me because I realized that we can meditate all we want,
mm.
but for me personally, what was lacking was really stepping into my power and really committing to the tasks. So
Yeah,
parang more
yeah,
grounding. It was also for me with clients, like they can receive all the healing, all the
mm,
readings they want, but sometimes there's no action. But
yeah.
with
Changed behaviors, ganyan.
so
Yeah,
with coaching, there's this agreement that we will work together. There's an agreement, and it's not just me giving out the healing and the readings, but there's you taking action on them and being accountable. So
yeah,
yeah, so for pinursue yung life coaching.
yeah.
So took it. I took the program in 2017, and then I studied it in
Mm,
20.
mm. Wow. I'm gonna put all of the links, all of your links down the description below. I am like, and may feeling na ganun. Parang just, yeah, inspired. Same for me. I really agree on that, that you can receive all of the healing, all of the meditation, but at the end of the day, we are living in this really tangible world and in relation with other beings that are also tangible, and that it's so important to come back to groundedness and how how can we change our behaviors? How can we be inspired by our own inspired actions to do change? Um, and isa yun that I caught myself, I think, several times na parang, yeah, you can go on all of the shadow work or all of the shamanic healing work and get everything from other realms, and symbols and myths and get aha moments. But you will still do your laundry at some point because you won't be able to wear clothes, clean clothes, or you still will be confronted with, no matter how much enlightenment there is like you'd be triggered by someone when you go out there in the world. And so how are you gonna ground all of the spiritual lessons, right? How are you going to deal with all of these things and to do that with grace and with feeling, yeah, empowered, and rather than just I am not healed, or yay, I'm healed, and then what now? Yung ganun. Ay, nako. Do you have any upcoming events, workshops, projects that you can invite our audience to?
There are repeating classes. I have Reiki and Seraphim Blueprint classes. It's held every 3 months.
Mm,
And one is September, sometime September 2023. And if they want more information, the links, right?
yeah,
Yeah, will be found below. But you can just visit me on Facebook, Sarah Samantha Salcedo.
yeah, yeah. And your one-on-ones are Reiki, no, not Seraphim, no. Do you offer a one-on-one Seraphim?
What I do, I do energy balancing, which is a combination of Reiki and Seraphim Blueprint. So if they want to balance energy, that's called the soul clearing session.
Mm.
Have an energy reading, a soul reading, which combines astrology and tarot. And then soul coaching, which is a combination of a little bit of meditation, a little bit of readings, and mostly coaching.
Ang saya. Ang dami. Ang dami sa menu. I'm gonna look at all of that. Thank you so much, Sarah. You are such an aligned yet grounded soul, and I look up to you. Thank you for inspiring us and for always showing up. And ako naman is Virgo rising. So my Virgo aspects are like, I want to be more systematized now. Thank you so much. And tawag dun, hope to see you whether when you come here to La Union or when I visit Manila.
Yes, yes, yes. Exciting, definitely.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you so much.